I was walking through a forest today with dry leaves under my feet, with deodar around me, and I was very happy. I was elated with nature. I thought I should share my thoughts with you on happiness. Hello friends, I want to share my thoughts about happiness with you today. What is happiness? What is it about happiness that eludes us all? How do we understand the nature of happiness? What is the perspective we need to have to understand it better? I invite you all. I am and I need to be happy. I am and I am happy. They are my two primary needs. So once I have understood this I, or in the confusion of what is I am still seeking happiness. I create my environment of I, and then in this whole process I'm seeking happiness. And I get small spurts of happiness as I go along to encourage me to feel that I am on the right track. I'm happy if I'm successful, I'm happy if I'm victorious, and this success is defined by me. These are the things which I look at. So my need for happiness is primary. When I don't feel joyous, when I don't feel that I have any hope of happiness, I am willing to destroy the I. I'm willing to destroy myself. Destroy the whole conditioning. So we have suicide in society. When I feel hopeless, this can also happen. So the lesser the conditions of the I, the easily I am happy. And if I have no needs, but then that is a paradigm which is not in my known realm, because I only exist in my conditioned I which I have created. Go beyond the I, then I can find unconditional happiness. If you take all the opposites in society which we know of, high, low, rich, poor, they are all connected. Similarly, happiness and sorrow are connected. Sukh dukh doye dar kapde pehre jaye manuk. Sukh and dukh, they're like two costumes. They wear one and the other is nearby. These are two feelings which are given to us and we have to live through both of them. Sukh ko mange sabko, dukh na mange koe. Sukhe ko dukh agla, man mukh booj na hoye. Everybody asks for happiness. Nobody asks for pain. Nobody asks for dukh. But he says, he who is joyous today will tomorrow be in pain. That's the reality of life. Sukhe ko dukh agla. The next step from joy is pain. Man mukh booj na hoye. Being within the mind, we cannot figure this out. So he says that you have to go beyond that. I am reminded of this story of the Sufi saint, Rabia al-Basra. She's from the region of Iraq area. The story goes that she was searching for something outside her house and she told her friends to join her. And they searched all day and they didn't find it. It was a needle. And ultimately in the evening at dusk time, they asked her, it's getting dark. Where exactly did you drop it? Rabia says, I dropped it in the house. And then they laugh at her and say, you dropped it in the house, but we are seeking for it outside all day. They laughed, but Rabia smiled back and said, isn't this what we all are doing in life? We are looking for happiness in the glamour outside, in the noise outside, in the disturbance outside, whereas it lies inside us, within us. This is the story of Rabia. So now, in the realm of the absolute, the sukh and dukh, the pleasure and pain, the joy and sorrow, also needs an absolute paradigm, also needs an absolute word to express it, which doesn't have an opposite. So Anand comes into being. Anand is the word which has no opposite, and is my internal happiness, unconditional happiness. In the 6 scriptures, Anand is sung in the end of every congregation. Whether it be a happy occasion in the world paradigm or a sad occasion. So the end of every Sikh who has achieved, who has arrived is Anand. If we are in pleasure and pain, we are on the way. We haven't yet reached. So the third Nanak says, Anand paya meri maaye sat guru mein paya. Only one condition he gives. I found the Guru, I am full of Anand. We need to see how we can transcend our thoughts and go into a paradigm which is full of peace, full of joy, and within us. The happiness which exists unconditionally within our mind. In that sphere of the mind where I am not, but there still is mind. There still is Anand. In Gurbani, it's called Unman. We're all looking for happiness which is unconditional, which is with us forever, and it cannot be taken away. That happiness doesn't lie outside, it lies within us. I have built my happiness and linked it to a process. I have linked it to a relationship, to an object, a car, a house, to my status, my society, my education. So I have linked my happiness to certain conditions, which are not constant, which will keep changing. So that's why happiness is visited by a sadder mind within us all the time. So that by itself is not an issue. The issue here is that we are not accepting that this change is going to come. We don't live in acceptance. We live in expectation. We expect constant happiness, permanent happiness, but we do not want to accept the paradigm of the changing happy and sad mind. If we accept it, then the Guru says, Sukh dukh samkar janiye, shabad ped sukh hoy. Then we have an opportunity to enter the realm of Shabad. But acceptance is the key. This is what Guru Nanak says in the Japji. Kiv sachiara hoiye, kiv kure tutte paal. Hukam rajai chalna, Nanak likhiya naam. My first style into walking into life must be of acceptance. Accepting that this changing mind is not my absolute target. I still need to live here to deal with the world. So I accept the change and then I go beyond it. Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi talks about a garden. He says, beyond the right and wrong, there is a garden. Meet me there. What is he saying? Beyond the changing mind, beyond the conditioned mind, beyond the unstable mind, there is stability. Meet me there. Anand is unconditional. It's permanent and it's forever. I invite you all to celebrate this Anand. Thank you so much.